about like Twitch and Mixer because like I like what Mixer does, like absolutely hands down. They don't have the clip thing yet. They don't have like the easy way to do highlights yet. And so there is some stuff that it's like, okay, so what we've been doing is I linked up this Twitch account to our Work to Play channel for like highlights and stuff because people said they like kind of highlights of live streams. And so I've been able to easily like, I have a nice little button on my thing now that allows me to mark the stream. Like if something cool happens, so I'm going to mark it here for this dungeon run. And it's Aurum Vale, of course it is. I wasn't even paying attention. Oh gosh. Okay, so I just recently changed my red mage layout. I'm testing this new layout to see if I like it more. And so far I do because it gives me a lot more mobility. But anyway, so I want to sit here and take the highlights and so then I can easily just dump them right over to the Work to Play channel, get some views there, slowly grow that up. Because essentially, yeah, YouTube's weird. I was talking with Benny from Comic Story, and they're like, he said his whole MCN is just like running like test after test because in October, YouTube made a change to the algorithm, and it's just everybody's like it just feels just broken. Oh yeah, like I saw it in October, but he's obviously like much larger, so it's like you just see like he's like like when that stuff happens, it's just like painful. And it's like, okay, like, well, we're learning. we gotta figure out what changed so we can see what we can do. What's up, Caspin?
Also, Brian.
Yeah.
I've heard conflicting reports. This is about the live letter yesterday.
Yeah.
It's conflicting reports. I even asked this chat. I haven't heard it back. Guess we have to wait for either a official translation or something. But the word like. Some guys are saying that the wording that you used for New Game Plus might not have been translated right.
What do you mean?
Oh. So,
lolly-ho!
What one guy said, one report was that it was only no item reward.
Yeah.
So what?
That is no, if you get a question,
I think I and the majority of absolutely everybody. I don't think you can get everybody to agree on everything, but I would say that pretty much I think everybody would probably agree that we don't need items. But I don't even need it to be 100% of the XP. Like just something for the. I just love it. I love XP. Like everything that I can do that gives me XP, I'm generally a fan of. I just wish we had more things to, like, I wish XP didn't really expire once you hit level cap. I want the merit point system from Final Fantasy XI so bad, but I know that goes against the design philosophy of Yoshi P, and that's where, like, Eureka and these other systems could be really, like, ingrained with those kind of things. They could easily do those systems there without generally breaking the raid scene, right? It's like, are we pulling the moss? Are we just gonna go balls out?
Balls to the walls.
Balls to the walls. I think we're balls on the walls, guys.
But yeah, that's what one guy said.
Okay. Well, I mean that's
even Leone said he missed things. Like the red. I joined the Reddit Discord because I was like, let me just scroll through. They normally don't miss things.
Well, I mean,
even they
if
I miss things.
And it's still in development. They could always be like, okay, here you go. Like it's not even the 29th yet. So
it needs to at least give some experience. It needs to give something. It doesn't need to be.
Even if it's 10%, even if it's just 10% of what it would normally give, like just give something, and that way people who skip the cutscenes can use it and enjoy it as a part of an alt level if that's what they choose to do with it. They don't have to do that. They don't have to do that. But
because in my opinion, if they were to do no rewards at all, okay, why don't they just make a character and literally just run through the game, record the entire run through the game, and just release it as a video?
Yeah, here's the video, guys. Like every little thing.
That's literally what they're doing is it's a no reward structure.
Yeah. What I said on my personal channel was it's like what I ultimately want is level sync and I want quest share. And if that's essentially what gets people playing together, that would be ultimately the win for the win. Hey, what's up, the real Hutch of the Peppa?
Wait, quest share?
Yeah, and I don't need rewards for quest share. Look, here's the problem I run into, right? Like, I've helped out a lot of people, and I get a lot of joy out of that. I really enjoy helping people.
I'm in the same boat
Right.
as you on that.
So the problem is that literally the solution has been, hey, okay, either stream it or and in some cases, can you take a picture of what you're looking at on your phone so I can see what the heck is happening? Because like I don't know like what quest step you're on. I can't see the mobs that you need to kill. I can't see the destination you need to go. And you're still new because I'm helping you that you don't really know how to read the UI yet, and you probably haven't really paid attention to my guides. It's all good. I'm no judgment, but it's just like, you know, I'm sitting here like, man, you know what would be awesome is that if we were in a party and we are level synced, so we don't have to keep dropping party between fates and things like that. Oh gosh, I'm about to die. I should pay attention.
Kind of.
Well, I'm just getting, you know, that's the thing. I get my zone is a red mage. But, you know, and it's like, if I could just literally see what quest you're working on and where you need to go, just the same thing with the map markers. So in map markers, like, people can put down one map marker. You know, what'd be cool is that if you could put down multiple map markers as a party and just like, okay, like, that's Brian's marker and that's, you know, so you could literally just do that and everybody could, like, it's just quality of life. It has, like, I have, when I say quest share, I don't care if I get any gil, I don't care if I get any XP, because I'm just able to see what the heck you're trying to do, so that way we're both trying to solve the problem together. And then the other thing I would instantly change is that I make all the single battle fights have the option that you, if you want to go in with a buddy, go in with a buddy. Like the fact that you can't makes the game very single player driven, which kind of I think somewhat defeats the purpose of people saying they want to, like, I want to go help with my buddy. It's like, okay.
Well, see, here's the thing though, is that with the New Game Plus, I could see that being an option. Like,
Yeah.
it's
Hello.
New Game Plus. It's
Hey, Chili.
from playing the game for the first time.
I just wanted to add into this conversation
Yes,
right now because
please, come on.
They technically already have this feature in the game. They just need to expand it from what it is in already.
Okay.
If you're in a party and someone picks up a guild leave, you'll actually get a prompt asking if you want to accept the
link
guild
it.
leave also.
Yeah, if you want to link it for the leaves, absolutely.
Yeah.
So you're like that's the same thing with level sync when we asked Yoshi P about that. Like it already exists. It's not like, hey, invent this new thing. It's like no. Just let us manually sync.
Now I want to play 14.
It's a good
Sorry,
game.
everyone has to hear me again after yesterday's live day. Go check out their YouTube.
Well, I can't play with you guys, but I'm gonna at least jump one. I feel like playing 14.
Yeah, like we're all just playing 14.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on, AK?
Oh, not much.
Man, we got a full house tonight, guys. This is awesome.
By the way, you tweeted out that your YouTube channel is live.
Oh, YouTube? I thought I
Yeah.
did Twitch.
No, you tweeted that you're playing Anthem's VIP demo. And,
I thought I
and
did
it has a
Twitch.
picture, but it also, but it has a picture of Destiny. And when you click on it, it goes to Fantasy 14 live letter.
What the hell? Like I did twitch.tv/workthegame. Like
So you tweeted Anthem. It shows Destiny, but you're playing 14.
Final, yeah. Dude, I'm the ultimate troll, man. I'm just trolling like a beast. Like Anthem, what the? Destiny. Wait a minute, Destiny's showing Destiny. Is he saying Destiny is like Anthem? 14. Okay, I forgive him.
Stages agree.
Stages agree. Actually, I reinstalled Anthem just today.
Yeah.
Because I got some kind of season event, and I was like, oh, I'll go check it out. You know, it'll be.
It's gimmicky. It's kind of cheapy, but it's kind of cool. I didn't really get into it, but I did.
I wish I'd bought it when it was on sale here. It was on a stupid sale on one of our websites.
You can do it for the. You can do the. You can just play the game now with a part of EA Access Basic, which is like $5.
Yeah, but the price on the website was about the same price as our EA Basic.
Yeah, somebody say, "Oh, that's the question now." People are like, "Is it worth it?"
Yeah.
It's like, honestly, I'm kind of looking forward to playing it. It's been a while. It's a fun game. It's just riddled with so much BS. Once you hit cap, like the leveling experience, like, oh, now I'm level 30. Cool. Like da. Like there's bugs. Okay, it's but then once the entire system 100% shifts to 100% RNG progression, that's where you lose everybody. Because RNG progression's fine if it's married with something else. You just got to pair it with some form of like, oh, well, I didn't get the drop that I wanted, but I made progress towards that drop.
Caspian Caster said, yeah, they could make a new quest UI where the party leader can set focus on someone's quest and show everyone in the fight that person's quest.
It's almost like with Apex Legends, guys, like they've introduced that ping system, and it literally is game changing. Like, okay,
yeah, it would be nice to have like a ping system in 14.
Just like, okay, guys, this is what we're doing. Okay, cool, like awesome.
By the way, I want to say thank you again for yesterday.
Oh, dude.
You know, I rushed up to do the raid.
How'd the raid go?
It took us about 12 pulls, but we killed Titan.
Anybody's welcome here to help me keep an eye on chat, because I get so busy and focused on the game. So when you feed me chat stuff, that's awesome. So
but yeah, it took us 12 pulls. I killed Titan and I got my savage weapon.
Hey, congrats, dude.
Thank you.
That is amazing.
So my monk's now got a 475, sorry.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, so now you talk to Dolphins, we found out who the raid killer is. What does everyone think of the static killer being back?
The Pepsi Man?
Pepsi Man.
I'm excited. I like Pepsi Man.
I actually don't think he's going to be as hard as he was back then, because people...
I think he's going to be harder.
Well, remember, you also have that he's not alone. Like it's all four of the bosses from the Alexander raid. So
I'm back.
Yeah, but
Welcome back.
Straight up starting with Pepsi Man, and even Happy. Literally, people don't realize before with Happy. Pepsi Man is what made Happy become a he was not a world firster after Pepsi Man.
But the thing is, though, people have got so much better at raiding since Pepsi Man.
That's true.
You know,
I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to Final Fantasy being back up on the top of Twitch, because right now, like, it is in the, like when I went and looked, I was like, there are so many games that are surprising me that are more people are watching than 14, and it ultimately comes down to one of the greatest strengths of the game. Well, it's not just the lull. It comes down to the greatest strengths and ends up being also a great weakness of the game in terms of like just content creation. The game is so narratively driven that it, from an algorithmic perspective of content creation and streaming, like people want to be protective of it. It's like you don't want to sit here and watch somebody like do the story unless you've already caught up, which ultimately, it's one of the things. And then essentially in our player agency kind of discussion video that Chris and I put out this week, somebody actually said it was something really fascinating. I'm curious as y'all's thoughts. So like after I kind of give you the comment, I'd love to know what you think. They said it's that in 14, we're actually not playing our characters. We're playing the Warrior of Light. And they compared it to Guild Wars 2, in which then Guild Wars 2, you play as the commander. And so we're actually, it's not like I can pick the Warrior of Light who's now like this evil jerk, right? We're like, I am somewhat restricted because I am playing the Warrior of Light as a character. I thought it was an interesting premise because essentially where there isn't that sense of drama, that give and take, is that we don't see any kind of drama between the Grand Company. We don't see any real impact of that choice outside of a few like glamour and whatever, things like that. And so that's where I'm wondering if Yoshi P does a new MMO in 6 or 8 years, or if they do something different, like after we resolve. Like once we beat down, the Empire, and we've kind of defeated that, do we turn in on ourselves because all of a sudden there's no real unification? Our unity was drawn in the fact that they were trying to genocide us, and now if we resolve that, like is it like now do we go back to petty squabbles between the grand companies?
I'd be surprised.
It happens a lot. Like that's one of the things I really appreciated about when you look at Game of Thrones. It's like one war always seemed to lead into other wars because there were these just power vacuums, and people love power. Anyway, so what do y'all think about that? Like that we're not actually playing our character, we're playing the Warrior of Light.
That is quite the interesting theory. That's actually a really smart way of looking at it. But my thing is that if as we get through the story, it gets to the point where we've beaten Garlemald, we've beat the last of the Asians, we've resolved Zodiark and Heidelin, we've done and it's like, well, suddenly, now what?
Right.
Like you said, we go to like all the grand companies suddenly going to war again because they don't have a unifying force.
Well,
like,
and that's
with Goma and Alamigo coming in and picking their own side.
And that's ultimately what Varys is even kind of alluding at. He's like, that's what he's kind of talking about. Like, because we've been divided and split, that we're not like our best selves. And it's like...
Well, remember we actually have another version of ourselves on the source. Remember, we already have the shard from the Warrior Light from the 13th shard on the source with us.
Oh, with Unakalhai?
Yeah.
No, that's the rumor. We don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not confirmed or denied. Just said that he was one
He
of
was-
the Warriors of Light. Not our exact copy, but one
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
the Warriors.
Yeah, it's gonna be neat to see. That's one of the, like, for me when I'm looking at the game, and I get a lot of data from a lot of people, and it's like a lot of people at this point like are just like, why am I not having fun with the game? I'm getting some static, just FYI. I think that's coming from you, Death Monkey. And it's like there are some physical code-based limitations, and ultimately, that's going to have to be resolved at some point. I don't know how they're going to choose to do that, but narratively, the expansion is the narrative. But a lot of people were like, man, it's two tombstones in a raid. That's the thing. That's going to be what it is, and that's going to be what it's in 6.0. That's going to be what it, the two tombstones in the raid. And it's like, I'm just not going to stress about it. I'm just not going to worry about it because, like, it's really about experiencing the narrative right now. That's.
Oh yeah, agreed.
Hey, Death, can you check your audio?
Yes, Death Monkey's he's got a lot of static.
Well, it's just like, I think he's trying to talk. I'm wondering if he's having a connection issue. Okay, he muted himself.
Sure. Caspian Caster, I feel like anyone you could probably ask because I think most people are caught up here. He asked if they can talk about the rejoining.
Oh, dude, I'm all about the rejoining.
Like he said, he wasn't talking. He just didn't realize his mic wasn't muted. That's fine.
Okay. Well, it's just like, yeah, it was just like a.
Really and truly, like, we won't know until most likely the end of, like, we already know that this expansion is supposed to be the end of the whole, Highland Radio.
It might be. I mean, we feel like it is. Just like we feel like Mel Vieira was going to be here a thing.
Yoshi said it's going to be the end.
Yep.
Yep.
I remember this. He said it that this was the end of the Highland Zone.
Okay. I hope so. It needs to be. If they freaking like extend it on too much, I'm just going to get annoyed.
Yeah. So
Which means though that next expansion is going to be Garlemald.
Well, I'm just saying
Probably
like
next
that,
expansion.
and then if we can resolve that, or maybe that gets resolved this time. We bring about the ultimate calamity, and then they reset the game.
what I'm thinking is going to happen, because we already sort of see it happening in the cutscene. I'm going to throw this out there. Major spoiler warning if you have not finished Shadowbringers. Yeah,
Up to this
point. Major spoilers. So, this is again, spoiler warning.
You giving people enough.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
Somebody throw up like flashing lights. Spoilers.
I need to get like some new sound effects and be like, spoiler warning. Meh, 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 meh. Pay attention, lurkers.
Highland is a primer. So is Zoe.
Yeah.
They are the oldest.
And oldest and most powerful of primals.
The oldest and most powerful of primals. Through prayer and sacrifice, the will of the star made manifest.
Yeah, legendary.
You've gotta say it right. I'm sorry, you've gotta say it right.
So,
By the way, as I said to
him, what we saw in the last cutscene was that whole thing with God Xeno.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he might have absorbed the Axion or something. We don't know what happened. We just know that Xenos now.
Yeah.
The cutscenes we've seen now, we think Xenos might have absorbed him. He might be going to the dark side. What I'm thinking is going to happen. This is a speculation now. Xenos is going to absorb Zodiac. We're going to absorb Hydaelyn. And we're going to duke it out again.
It's gonna be like season 5 of Supernatural. I think I'm onto
That'd be
something.
cool though.
Oh my god, I can't believe you made that reference.
Dude, Supernatural, man. I love it.
Hey,
Let's see.
I haven't
Anyways.
watched it in a few seasons, but it was